Oh, I love our songs.
Such
much
a
more
vibe.
now. Well, so much more now that we don't get copyright claims for using it.
Period. Oh, excuse me. Ooh.
Ooh, girl. Okay.
Did not think of starting the podcast like that.
Oh my goodness. It's fine. It's 2022. Am I right?
2022. Happy New Year.
Am I right? Oh, goodness. Welcome to The Cup, the currently unnamed podcast where the tea is piping hot and we are ready to spill. I am a fan of all Spanish men, is what I'm learning from watching these videos and learning about these Spanish entries. Logan Murphy.
And I am your fellow friendly Filipino-Canadian hot mess hailing all the way from Toronto, excuse me, Sam de Monteverde, aka Sam
Hi.
B, aka Anissa Long.
Hi, Sam.
Hi,
It's 2022.
Logan. 2022.
Oh, Happy New Year, everybody.
We made it. It's 2022.
New Year, same cup.
Exactly.
Actually, this is a new cup today. So
I still got the same cup though. Although I do got new hair, you know, I decided to do a little split.
We love the hair. I look the same because, yeah. I had a real contemplative moment last night at 3 a.m. where I thought about shaving off my beard. And it happens to me at least once every other week. I kind of want to.
I've literally had thoughts of shaving my head. Like, literally.
Oh, I do it all the time. It's not.
Of course you do. But, like, for me, obviously, because I have all this, I've had thoughts of, like, going bald. Because getting the bald.
I mean, it's a good look for people. I can't picture you, so I can't tell you whether I think it would be good or not, but...
Right.
Yeah, no. I've thought about it because I haven't seen my chin in 6 years, so I'm like, that would be a cute moment. But then I would regret it because then I'd be like, fuck, I have to wait for this to grow out again. And it took like 6 months to fully grow out, so I'm like, no, I'm keeping it. It's whatever. Anyway, my cup today, I'm gonna lean it into. So this is the cup that one of my bosses got me. I don't sweat, I sparkle.
Period.
It's for the estate sale company I work for because at the same time I was buying my stationary bike that I now own in my house. For $15, I might add. A $200+ stationary bike for $15. And it's fully functional.
Good condition?
Absolutely.
Perfect.
I had to do a little bit of cleaning, but like...
it's nonetheless, $15 for that. Ooh, that's a catch.
And do we have green juice again today, my love?
No, but from the same makers, we have orange juice.
Great, I love it.
Not as in OJ, but it's more so mango. It's just the color is orange.
Ooh.
So it's mango, banana, sweet potato, carrot.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that.
And it'll probably have me going to the toilet after this podcast. Sometime after this podcast.
Oh, same. I'm drinking coffee, so yes.
There you go.
And lime water. I also want to add. Today we have a lime in our water. It's great. I love it. Because 2022, and I've already bought a lot of citrus fruits in my house. More so than I used to, because I use citrus in everything. But yes, welcome back to the currently unnamed Eurovision series, where we toil through... I'm kidding, no. These are actually pretty enjoyable, and I'm really happy we started doing this. Talking about the national finals for Eurovision 2022, and today we are going to be discussing the Spanish national final, which is a new thing, which I'm really excited to talk about.
Yeah.
We're a new thing. They're a new thing. We love to see it. So we're going to dive into the Benidorm Fest 2022, talk about 14 songs that will be vying for the automatic qualifying spot for Spain in the 2022 Eurovision lineup. So we're going to be diving into these songs, discussing the lyrics, doing a little bit more of an in-depth thing as opposed to what we've done in the past with Albania and the Czech Republic, just because like lyrics matter. And also I love Albanian music. I have such a soft spot for Albanian music. And Stan Ronella Hayati. I had to pull that in somewhere.
Absolutely.
But this is a language I think I can speak for both of us that we understand more than Albanian. So I feel a little bit more comfortable discussing the lyrics of these Spanish songs. But yeah, so we are going to dive into 14 songs. As always, our links are going to be below. Our Twitters will be rotating on screen. Make sure to follow us everywhere, especially on YouTube, since that's where all our videos are currently. And on Twitter at @thecup_reality, because we've got a lot more content that isn't Eurovision related and that is Eurovision related coming up, because, you know, February has like 6 or 7, or January has like 6 or 7 finals. February has like 15. There's a March 15th deadline for all these songs to get in. Montenegro might be sending a baby to Eurovision. That's where we're at currently.
Yeah.
But so make sure to follow all of our things. And with that, should we just start? Should we just do it?
Let's get into it.
Fabulous. We're going to go in alphabetical order as always, because that's actually how they were presented to me this time. For Fic, they weren't in alphabetical order, and then I put them in alphabetical order. So the first song we're going to be discussing is Azucar Moreno with the song Postureo. This is two sisters, Antonia and Encarnacion Salazar. The title translates to posing or like posture.
Yep.
It's like the idea. The song is in Spanish, not written by them, which is fine. Looking at the lyrics, basically it's like they're horny. It's like basically the gist of the song.
So I guess in a way, like it could mean like position.
Position, yes, all that kind of stuff.
Yes.
All that. Like, so one of the like I think this is the chorus is, you cheated on me by dancing with your posture. I fall more and more in love with your posture. My lips are a candle in your look. Start me out of this thirst and enchant me with your posture.
That does sound very horny.
These ladies are horny and I'm here for it.
Yes.
I really like this song.
I also very much like this song too.
The difficulty with this national final, just to start with that conversation, the difficulty is that all of these songs are like pretty good.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of songs, like, unfortunately for these two fabulous sisters, I don't think they're gonna even qualify for the final.
I sadly don't see it with them either.
Yeah, so it's actually, I wanted to, you know, it's fine. They'll stay on screen. I did want to discuss the format, because the format is a little bit different from what we've seen, which I always love. I love a different format. So, Benidorm Fest 2022, held in the city of Benidorm, which I didn't know was a city in Spain, I'll be honest, until now. I was confused as to where they got their name, and that's how they got their name.
Yes. Mark Whiteside, if you're watching, sorry.
Very that. So they are doing 2 semifinals and a final. The semifinals are going to be January 26th and 27th, with the final held on the 29th. In the city of Benidorm, in the Palau Municipal de Sports, something, whatever. The stadium in the city. Hosted by Ines Hernand, Maximo Huerta, And if you're a fan of Drag Race España, like I am, and have very little insight into Spanish culture, you'll know one of the guest judges from Drag Race España season 1, Alaska, who is great. She's fabulous. I don't know these other two people, but I bet they're also fabulous. And then the format, it is a 7-song semifinal. So they're going to split. We don't have the semifinal breakdowns yet. We may do like a YouTube short once they're announced just to talk about that, which is something I've thought about, or I've thought about and we've thought about doing. So let us know if you want to see like shorter videos from us, because that'd be like a cute little moment. But so the 14 songs will be split into 7 for the semifinals. And out of the 7, 4 are going to qualify for each semifinal with a final of 8 songs.
Oh, okay.
As far as the voting, this is where it gets interesting as fuck. So, from what I've read, the format is 25% televote, 25% demoscopic jury, which I'm reading, and if there's anyone in Spain or who understands this format a little bit better than me, please let me know. But from what I've garnered, the idea is that the demoscopic jury is specifically there to give points to songs that represent Spanish culture and ideas. Is the vibe I'm getting. So instead of focusing on like the lyrics and the song quality and all of that, this jury is judging specifically on basically on how well this song would represent Spain as a whole.
So this is, you said this is a jury, right? Like,
this is one of the juries.
Okay, gotcha.
So there are 3 juries. So this one specifically deals, from what I've understood, with how well this song would represent Spain as a country. Because in the past couple of years, Spain has actually done an internal selection, and they have not placed higher than, I believe, 21st in the last 5 years. Though I say Voy a Quedarme deserved better. But that's just me personally, because I love Blas Canto.
Blas Canto, if you're watching, please give me a chance.
Oh my god, same, honestly. I love him. And he's so sweet and lovely. But yeah, so it's 25% televote, 25% demoscopic jury, 30% Spanish jury. So Spanish media, Spanish artists, Spanish music professionals.
Yeah.
And then 20% international jury. It's an interesting breakdown that I think is gonna, honestly, I think is probably gonna get the best possible song.
I'm not mad at the breakdown, actually.
I'm not either. It's very interesting and very different. And this is the first year Spain is trying this out, so I really appreciate them kind of going balls to the wall. I mean, like, we're just gonna include all the things because we're having a hard time here and we want to do well. But yes, so that's how, I probably should have explained it before we started talking about Azucar Moreno, but whatever. Yeah, so that's how this national final is breaking down. It's going to be really interesting. Speaking of these fabulous ladies, I unfortunately don't think they're going to qualify, but I really appreciate Benidorm Fest including older artists.
Yeah.
Because a lot of these national finals don't. And if they do, they aren't songs that are quality. And I genuinely, I think this song itself is great. This is probably a song I will go back to and listen to again.
Yep, me too. So, I will say though, I am harmonies would I put in my notes that harmonies would have been nice because throughout this entire song they're singing in unison.
It's monotone. Yeah, I definitely got a very monotonous sort of thing from them. And they also have a 4.0 rating on Eurovision World. I want to throw that out there. Most of the songs in Benidorm Fest have over a 3.5 at the very least. So a lot of these songs are very, very high, which I love to see. But yes. So moving on from the fabulous sisters that I wish we could talk about all day because we love horny older women.
Yes.
Never thought I would say that sentence out loud. We're gonna move on to Blanca Paloma with the song Secreto de Agua, which, from what I remember seeing the music video, was a part of a docu-series in Spain. I don't know if you have any information on that,
It
Sam.
I don't have much information on that, but it does give that energy, like watching the music video, which I really loved. I actually really liked watching the music video, and the song is.
Yeah.
I actually really love the song too.
So this song is interesting for me because I think it's good. In my notes, I wrote haunting from the start, but it doesn't really go anywhere. Like it's the
Fair,
same. It's very one note in a similar but very different way to Azucar and Moreno. Um, I find that the song is good. I think her vocals are very good, and the visual in the music video was very haunting. Obviously, that's like what she's going for. But I found myself almost like I found myself almost bored, I guess is
that's
the
fair.
right word. Um, by the end, I was like, okay, so this is just 3 minutes of the same thing, which is kind of how I felt with Jazinki from the Czech Republic. It's like it's a
Mm,
hauntingly beautiful song that doesn't go anywhere dynamic, and I want it to have a bit of dynamism in that regard.
mhm.
Um,
I mean, for me, I was able to kind of feel that. I guess feel where it was going because I thought it was very dramatic, and I was able to get all of that.
mhm.
She kind of gave storyteller vibes too. I got storyteller vibes out of her,
Yeah,
and
and then oh god, sorry.
she uses that voice like an instrument. Like
It's impressive.
it's very impressive. Like I really like I'm like a champion for this song. If I'm being honest.
I fear that if this song wins, I also want to point out so this song, according to Eurovision World, has a 4.4 rating. This is one of the highest rated songs so far at Benidorm Fest. At the time that we're filming, obviously. Um, I fear that if this wins, this is gonna get lost in the lineup, and they're just gonna be like, "Oh, this like Billie Eilish wannabe sort of song from Spain, and we'll put it like third in the lineup or like second in the lineup," and she's gonna get lost. And I
Fair.
hope, I think Blanca would really benefit from a semi-final performance along with the final.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that's not the case because Spain is an automatic qualifier. So in that regard, I think the song is fine. I don't know if she would do well at Eurovision with this song. Is what I'll say.
Yeah. Obviously,
Um,
I would root it on, but I guess I would have to agree with that as well.
yeah.
Especially because we're gonna be expecting so many rock songs, thanks to
Oh,
Monoskin. By the way, speaking of which,
we love the Monoskin. We love the Monoskin.
the Monoskin merch, yes.
I can't think of
But
words.
but I feel like what it has going for it, it depends on the songs that are also going to be with it too. Because I feel Secreto de Agua is a standout for me with all the other songs in Benidorm
Mhm.
because
It's
it's so
definitely,
different from
yeah.
everything else.
It's very different, and I really like it for that. I just fear her kind of getting swept under the water. Secret. I don't know. I was trying to throw in
The
the
Secret of Water.
yes. She's gonna get swept under the water. Is the joke I was trying to make, but
Yeah,
it didn't work. Anyway, Blanca, good luck. You have a great song. You're beautiful. So like
absolutely.
work, diva. Um, so next up, we're going to be talking about the first of our slightly generic pop songs that include English, which is a category here at Benidorm Fest 2022 because there's like 5 songs that are like kind of the same. So
Mhm.
this is Chanel. We're going to be talking about her song Slo Mo. Um,
I will say, out Okay. I first, I don't know. There's something I like about it.
Okay. I don't dislike it. I'm just
I
giving you
Yeah, I don't,
shit.
I clearly don't dislike it either because I actually like the song as well. I didn't listen to the lyrics, or I didn't like translate the lyrics either.
Oh boy,
Uh,
I've got lyrics for you. You want to hear them?
yes, please, because
Okay,
it could
great.
affect my rankings.
So this is the first verse, mind you. The first verse. Let's go. Mommy's arrived.
Okay.
The queen, the tough one, a Bugatti. The world is crazy with this party. If I have a problem, it is not monetary. I drive all the daddies crazy. I'm always first, never secondary. I barely go boom boom doom doom with my boom boom, and I have him zooming on Miami.
Okay, I'm gonna take back everything I said about this. 'Cause...
Wait, no, I gotta go to the second verse because there's more. And don't be confused, Senora y Senore. I am always ready to break hips, break hearts. There is only one, no imitations. And if you don't believe me today, then it's my turn to show you. Take a video. This is the chorus now. Take a video, watch it slow mo, mo. Booty hypnotic, pick it, want more. I'ma get it down to the ground, low. If you wish you could do this, drives you crazy, yeah. Take a video, watch it slow mo.
Okay.
I'll jump in here a second. I think this song is crazy enough to win.
Yeah.
Genuinely, I don't particularly like. I think it's fine. My notes on first listen, I want to point out, are solid dance track. Probably will be obsessed by the fifth listen. I have not reached a fifth listen yet, but like this has the potential. Like this is like
Yeah.
it gives me almost like she's trying to be the Spanish Cardi B, which I don't hate. Um oh good. There's a lyric. I'm just gonna jump through the lyrics real quick. There's a lyric that says, I spice up your face in mango juice. Um Yeah, more about booty hypnotic. There's only one, no imitation, booty hypnotic. Yeah, her booty's hypnotic apparently, Sam.
Um.
Um,
So she presents. The thing is, upon first listen, I really liked it because I it's kind of what I expected out of the good side of what I expected out of Spain.
yeah,
Um, where it's kind of I put that bitch energy because that's very much what I got
absolutely.
from her.
Oh,
Um,
absolutely. Like this is
she has an
made for
amazing.
this
I
is
love her
made
voice
for us.
too.
This
Yes,
is made for
this is made
us.
for us.
Like,
She has an amazing voice. Like
mhm,
obviously the energy's there. It gives me on my feet vibes, which I'm all for.
yeah.
Until I listen to the until I fully
No,
now
but
understand the lyrics. But still,
I feel like this is crazy enough to qualify, like or to qualify for the final and potentially win. Like
okay.
I
Then in that case, I'm retracting my retraction and saying that I love this song.
like no, I feel like this is crazy enough because the last couple of years Spain has sent kind of low key songs, and I feel like this year, given everything that like the Spanish jury, the demoscopic jury, and the televoters are gonna think, like I think regardless of the entries, and I think there's a lot of like ballads and slower songs in this that are very good. I think regardless, we're getting an up-tempo pop song sent from Spain this year. I just
Mhm.
don't know which one, and I feel like this one is crazy enough. And depending on what semifinal she ends up in, like if she ends up with some of these other upbeat ladies doing pop dance tracks, I feel like she might be at a detriment. I feel like they all might be at a detriment if they're all put together. So I
Yeah,
think this is one of those songs that like I see a universe where this wins.
I also
Like
see a universe where
I,
it wins.
on the Euro World fandom is weird. This has 4.2 stars, and I'm gonna be honest, y'all. I don't understand how. Because like it's a perfectly fine dance song, and if this qualifies, it's gonna be one of the perfectly fine female dance pop songs at Eurovision. Because there's always at least 3. Last year there were like 8, and they all wore the same silver dress. So hopefully,
Not
just don't wear
Croatia.
silver. She was wearing silver,
Actually,
not a
no, she did.
dress, but
Yeah, she did wear silver.
they all wore silver bodysuits. Let me
They
amend
did.
that. They all wore silver bodysuits. So, like,
With fringe.
with fringe, all of them with fringe. Um, though I will say, of the silver fringe bodysuits, Angela Peristeri is the best, in my humble opinion. I also just love that woman with every fiber of my being. Um, that's most of it. But yeah, I see a universe where Chanel qualifies
Yeah.
and she goes to Eurovision and she's not going to get a great result for Spain. But like, or maybe she does. Maybe she
Mhm.
ends up being the fucking destiny of the year and everyone else is obsessed with the song as much as some people are.
Like
I don't
myself.
know.
I don't know. Like I'll say out of the female dance pop anthems, quote unquote, that are in this lineup, I think this one's my favorite of the bunch.
Okay, wait. Okay, it's gonna depend on what our qualifier of dance pop songs are. Because
Hmm.
if there's one specific song that we're gonna designate it as a dance pop, which it kind of is, kind of isn't, then I'm not gonna say this is my favorite.
Hmm.
I don't. Of the female pop songs, I think. No, I have another one that's more of my favorite. I have another one that's more of my favorite. I've decided.
Okay.
Um, and
Let
we'll talk
let's
about it.
yes. Let's move
But
on to our next song because I feel like we've spent a good amount of time.
yes. So next up is Gonzalo Hermida with the song Quién lo diría.
First of all, Gonzalo, if you're watching, please give me a chance.
Oh my god, same!
I
Uh, which translates to who'd say? Who would say? I didn't know the translation of the title, so I wanted to do that real
that
quick.
makes sense actually. So this was a standout to me too because
Me
it
too!
also.
Oh, thank God!
But I mean this in the aspect that it wasn't like your generic like dance pop song as well.
No.
This is the other side, another aspect of kind of what I would expect from Spain because I think this is like the only one that was very much like a love song ballad kind of thing, and I love that for it.
This is the only one I wrote down, and I was really sad to do this. I was like, this gives me Voy a quedarme.
Yep.
Like, this is the one song, and like, the lyrics are actually like really cute. Like, I really, really like his voice. I think he's incredibly attractive, so I wouldn't mind seeing him on a Eurovision stage. Um, I don't think this has any shot in hell, but I love seeing a ballad from a strong man in his feelings. Um, the chorus is like, who would know if that moment came back, who would say what you and I were, but stay just in case you stay, just in case we love each other. Who would say that when we look at each other we're mute? Who would have thought that one day we were just voice, but stay just in case you stay, just in case we accidentally kiss each other. Like that's so fucking cute.
That's yeah. No, I did get that kind of vibe listening to this. I
It's
didn't
so
I didn't write much about this song, but what I did write about it, like I said, he has an amazing upper range, and that it
yes.
gives very much like sentimental vibes. And
It's honestly, it's Voy a Darme not written for his grandmother. Like,
yeah,
honestly, that's kind of what it is.
it's yeah,
Um, I, the only thing, and this happened a few times in the songs, I felt like it just had like a weird abrupt ending. And it
Yeah.
happened with a lot of the songs. It just like it felt very like, oh, and now it's over. Like it felt like the song was almost cut to fit Benidorm standards.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, and then as far as your as far as Eurovision World rankings are concerned, he's not doing well. He's got a 3.1. I think he has the lowest rating. Um, oh, there's another
He
song that
does.
might.
No,
There's
he
another.
does.
Yeah, he does. Oh, Gonzalo. Sorry, babe. But
That actually makes me sad.
I know, I really
That
like
actually makes me really
it.
sad because I like the song.
I honestly, I don't think there's a bad song in this bunch.
There's
Like, genuinely,
yeah.
none of these are bad. But, yeah. So, moving on, we next are going to be talking about Javiera Mena with the song Culpa. I forget what that means. Guilt. It means guilt.
So I believe this is another one of our pop dance.
Dance pop female icon tracks. Yes.
I will say this took me on a ride.
Yeah.
In terms of like what the heck am I what the heck is going on kind of thing. That's very
Yeah.
much I love the video actually. But I
Yeah.
will say too much there was a lot going. A
It's too
lot
much. It's too
going on.
much. It's too much in a sense that genuinely I looked at my notes and I was like, which one is that? And that's just the fear of like sending multiple dance pop female icon
Mm-hmm.
songs. Um
Yep. Luckily I was specific with my notes, so I do remember which one this is.
so all I wrote for this one upon first listen is simple but effective chorus, really cool beats, solid visuals, great entry. That's all I wrote.
I put
Um
it I put amazing video, too much going on with the second verse, especially. Confused about the bass voice, but I'm not mad at it.
yeah,
And organ playing out of nowhere.
yeah. So the lyrics, it's hour 5, time has no end, a hidden force leads us to the music. It's is the exact time, let's get away from here, take my hand and surrender to my will. And that life set us free of the damn guilt, far from good and far from evil, far from good. There's a lot of songs about like evil and death in this lineup too,
Yeah,
which I'm kind of here for. She also wrote the song. I want to shout that out. She is a songwriter as well. She is the
that
only
that that is a plus.
songwriter. We love to see it. So this song currently is sitting at 3.7 stars. It's just very solidly in the middle, and I think that's where she's gonna end up unless her staging is like on point. Um, but I don't think it's bad at all.
It's
Um,
not bad, but there are others better than it. That at least I find better than it, and it's probably the same for you, Logan.
yes, most definitely agreed completely. But good luck, Javiera. I hope you do great. Um,
Not only in your version, but in life and
yes,
your music
absolutely,
career,
absolutely.
which you
Do
probably
good.
are,
Oh yeah, you're way more successful than I am, so
and I am.
we're stuck sitting here talking about your song while you're on stage singing your song. So work, diva. Next up is Luna Key. Voy a morir. I'm dying to know what you think of this song.
You're gonna hate me. I feel like you're gonna hate me. I'm not a big fan of this one.
God damn it, Sam! Tell me why so I can be angry.
I there was too much auto tune for my liking.
That's fair.
Um, I was
That's completely fair. Completely fair.
yeah. All it's not a bad song, but again, too much auto tune for my liking. So I'm concerned on how it's gonna be when it's performed live. Similar to the same problem as like Roxanne from 2021, because she had a great song, but with a lot of with auto tune put in there, evidently you never really know how it's going to be when it's sung live
Yeah,
because those mics don't do the auto tuning for you.
yeah.
um so that was a major concern of mine. I was also very confused between like with that auto tune having like a rock band in the background kind of thing.
Yeah. So this gives me so much life. I can't really explain why. I want to also point out I'm very, very certain they're queer of some like designation. I think they're also trans. And if that's not true, I'm so sorry. But looking through their Instagram, that's kind of like the vibe I'm getting. Though nothing is like specifically mentioned about it. So we love supporting queer artists, obviously. Um, there's something about this song that like my roommate said the exact same thing. This is one of the few songs that I played for him. And he was like, there's a lot of autotune, but it's good. And that's kind of how I feel. Is like I just get such a like a vibe from it. And I can't really explain it, but I really like it. And I went to look at some of her performances on Instagram. She has a pretty good vocal. I don't know necessarily how that's gonna translate to this song. Not that this song is super difficult to sing necessarily. Um, but the chorus is so catchy for me. Like, and I really appreciate the fact that she sings in Spanish, French, and English. Like
Mm.
that kind of caught me off guard. What did I have in my notes? Literally, I wrote "This is a vibe" in
Oh,
my
and I
notes.
believe in English, this title literally translates to "I'm going to die."
I'm going to die. The chorus in English is "I'm going to die. I'm going to kill. When you're not here, nothing is the same."
Yeah, no,
I'm obsessed.
I
Genuinely,
actually
I'm
really like
obsessed.
that songwriting. I'm not gonna
Like,
lie. The songwriter actually kind of moves it up for me.
like,
Let me actually change my list.
oh yes, I'm glad. Period. No, this song, like, she started singing in one of the choruses in French, and I was like, and then she sang in English, and I was like, oh my god. Um, here's my thing. I don't think she's gonna win.
No.
I want her to win. I want her to win so much, but I don't think she's going to. But I want her to because I love this song. She is currently sitting at a 3.8 on Eurovision World, so she's at the higher end of things, which
Hmm.
we love to see. Um, but yeah, I this song is just it's just good. It's just really good, and I like it, and it's a vibe. And I think this would do so well at Eurovision. I don't think there's a snowball's chance in hell this gets sent, but I think she would do so well.
But with that being said, are we good to move on to our next song?
Sadly, it's Marta Sango, Sigues, and Mi Gente.
Okay.
I'm very curious to see what you have to say about this song.
I'm so glad I took notes from this because if I did not, I would have forgotten it.
Oh, I could tell you exactly which song it is. You want to know which song it is?
No, I know now because I took notes, and I think the very first
Okay.
note that I took on it helps me remember it. It sounds a lot like especially the beginning gave me very much uva boy nanan.
I wrote the same damn thing! This is the Spanish Upa United, and I'm so on board. I'm so here for it. Oh my god, we are literally the same human. Oh my god.
But we probably have different feelings on this song, so
Oh no, do you hate it?
uh yeah, I don't know, there's something that I'm not resonating with.
No,
And
that's
that's just
fair.
I feel like it's just me as a for as like a taste thing because my taste in music is like a very acquired taste. So
Yeah.
this kind
No,
of
that's
just doesn't.
fair.
Yeah. So I love the visualizer though. The visualizer that goes up, I love it. But
So good.
to me, the vocals are a bit one note. I feel like she could have done more with the song. And at times it didn't quite. To me, it didn't quite like match up with the music in the background.
This song is a journey. I kind of was just mostly obsessed with the fact that it's literally the Spanish Uva Paginanden.
Yeah, that was the
Um,
plus for me as well.
so the title translates to "You're Still on My Mind." The lyrics are very like, like remorseful, like thinking about someone, kind of like what the one that got away, sort of idea, basically.
Hmm.
Um, the chorus is like, but you're still on my mind, although now you go with other people that I don't find interesting. With what I had enough. You are still on my mind, although now you go with other people that I don't find interesting. With what I had enough. Like that's like the idea. I think this is a really good song that absolutely has no chance of winning, but I love it for the fact that it is this. She is the Spanish Uva Paginanden. Um, she's sitting at 3.3 stars. Sis has no shot to win, but you know what? I appreciate you for reminding me of the iconic Danish song from last year that didn't qualify when it should have.
Deserve a lot better. Denmark did deserve a lot better,
Denmark and Croatia.
and
And
Croatia.
and Leslie Roy, even though she didn't sing great live, but Leslie deserves better. It sounds like I've had Valga. Um, Valga? Okay,
There it is.
we're moving on to a very.
Speaking
I'm
speaking of
so
vodka,
intrigued. I'm so intrigued. This is Rayden with Calle de la Llorería. Sam?
I'm pretty sure you're gonna agree with me on this, but it gives me ZT Bunny energy
A
a
little bit.
little.
I actually didn't even think about that. But yes, it absolutely does.
In especially the second verse
Mhm.
of ZT Bunny, because that's very much what Calle de la Llorería kind of gives us. Well, I actually like it for the chaos that ensues in it.
Okay, I have to tell y'all. So I was writing notes, and fully my notes go, oh, this is a vibe. He's hot. I feel like this music video is gonna take a turn.
And
And
it
then
did.
I started writing something else, crossed it out, and said, oops, it took a turn.
It took such a
and
turn. I
then
was like, what?
and then I said, okay, come on, cake trance orgy. Cake trance orgy.
Yep.
And then everyone dies. I really hope this wins just for the chaos because this song is like the
Oh
definition
my
of chaotic energy.
god.
I love it so much. He also has an amazing vocal.
He dies.
Like it's so good.
Yeah. I'm just concerned that if this makes it and or like when he performs it live, I noticed that sometimes in the song itself, the vocals, like the rapping, quote unquote, kind of it's such a wordy song that
Yes.
sometimes it could get kind of off sync
Yeah.
unintentionally. Very much like Eureka O'Hara and Raja in This Is Our Country.
Raja's I thought was better than Eureka's, but yeah.
Raja for sure was better than Eureka, but still, it's very
Valid.
much that energy where it's like so
Mm-hmm.
wordy that it could be offbeat. Nonetheless, one,
I just
two, three, three.
so the lyrics. I just want to talk about the lyrics for a second. Who wants to play with fire but hates to get burned? To smoke cellars seeking clarity. Who gets where he covers and swallows water until he drowns? To the dry that asks others to get wet. To the equidistant transvestite who collides with the discourse that extremes meet. To the one, this is like the rap, this is the start of the song, like the rap part. To the one with the half tones who seeks to sing victory, but say what half ink wrote a good story. He who lives from the memory in the present explodes. Her face explodes from looking at her navel. Okay. To the one who has a hard time seeing that I gave you the same treatment that you got me to have with you, Lucifer syndrome, blah 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 blah. And then the last line of that verse is "and send where cucumber is sour," and I just really like that.
I feel like it's so like in amidst of all the chaos in everything that happens with this song, whether it's the music, the
Mhm.
video, the lyrics, there's kind of some kind of I feel like there could be like some kind of deep like meaning to it.
Well, so the title translates to "Street of the Crying." So the chorus is to cry on the street of the crying that I already cried for him, that I already cried for him, to cry on the street of the crying that I already cried for him, that I forgive the irony that I laugh, laugh and laugh. I already cried her, I already cried her. So like there's definitely like a deep meaning in there.
Could he be like one of us?
I hope so. Rayden, give me a chance, please. This is the
He
one.
gives such daddy energy.
David Martinez Alvarez, sir, give me a chance. He's also he's a songwriter on this. Just want to point that out.
Yeah,
Because
I'm glad I have this song as high as I have.
same. We'll talk about some other things. Also, where is he at on the thing? He is at 4.7 stars, and I think he might be the highest rated. No, there's one song I think that's higher.
There's one that's higher than it, but he is second.
We love to see it.
I'm not mad at it.
Next, we are going to be talking about Rigoberta Bandini with the song "Ay Mama," which translates to "Ow Mom."
Uh,
That's pretty much how I feel.
okay.
Oh, this has an English translation on the website. Period. I don't have to translate it myself. Thank you. Um, this is very boring. I'm just gonna be blunt and honest. This is very
Yeah.
boring.
Yeah.
Um, I don't understand how it has a 4.4 rating. To be very honest, like, and it's not that I hate ballads because it kind of seems like based on a review so far that I hate ballads. I don't hate ballads. I hate a ballad that isn't well done. And I think while her vocals are very good, this song goes nowhere for me. And honestly, I wrote, okay, ballad turned electro pop track. That's all I
Yeah.
wrote.
So I really like the ending of it though.
The
Solid.
ending is very good. Yeah.
So I wrote a lot about this song, but it was kind of like back and forth. So I said mellow start. Obviously, first second you're listening to it, okay, but then immediate build up after the first verse. Okay, maybe we're going somewhere, and then I kind of got bored.
Yeah.
It's got your typical dance club beat. Oh, and then I said amazing vocals at the ending.
Yes.
Kind of like it's like Vanity Milan, where she
Uh,
bloomed very late.
yes.
That's very much what I got out of this song. It's kind of like, oh, it's too late into the song for
Yeah.
me to appreciate everything.
That's fair. Yeah. Of the dance pop electro tracks, not my favorite.
Not my favorite either.
Not even close to my favorite. But she's stunning. She's got a great voice. Like I can't like the only thing like I think this honestly is what I have deemed the Anna Soklik treatment
Mm,
or the Anna Soklik condition. Amazing vocals, beautiful woman, boring as fuck song.
yeah. If I'm being honest, I prefer Anna Soklik over this.
Oh, I stan Anna Soklik with every fiber of my being. Don't get me wrong.
Yes.
That woman is phenomenal. Side note, but I was on this Twitter thread that was like, it was a photo of like a chair covered in glass shards. I don't know if you saw it, and it was like, quote this
Yes.
with your unpopular Eurovision opinions. And mine was that Anna Soklik is one of the most underrated performers of the 2020-2021 season. And if the 2020 contest had happened, Voto would be top 10. And I wholeheartedly believe that.
Voto was a really good song, actually.
Voto would have been top 10, and Story of My Life would have been top 10. And no one can tell me otherwise.
Does it beat Think About Things?
No, I still think either Think About Things, Tears Getting Sober, or Alcohol You wins.
Oh,
But
Alcohol You was so good. Or Fall from the Sky
but
too, maybe.
we know how Roxanne does with a live vocal, so that's where I'm like.
Yeah.
But I think Bulgaria might have gotten the win. Truthfully,
Yeah.
she was number one of the booking odds when they canceled in 2020. So,
Well, there you go.
um, not us continually talking about 2020, 2021.
Anyways, now back on 2022.
Back on 2022, Sarah Diop, Make You Say,
I feel
which
like I need
translates to Make You
Make You
Say.
Say. I feel like I need to know more about the lyrics.
Well, that's funny, because I could probably do that for you.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I can't. There's no lyrics.
Anyways, so I'm just gonna go off with what I wrote upon first listening.
Hmm.
Also gives that bitch energy.
Yes.
Typical Latin dance beat, very similar to Slo Mo.
Hmm.
I love the hype energy. I love the mellow ending.
Yeah. I really like this song. I really
It's
do.
a solid song. It's a
This
solid.
is my favorite of the female dance pop tracks if we take. Because I don't consider Voy a Morir in this category. That was the song I was talking about earlier. I don't consider that a part of the dance electropop because it's more rock.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take that out of the equation, this is my favorite female icon dance pop track from Benidorm Fest by
Mm.
far. I think this song goes a lot of places, but still is like memorable enough and like catchy enough that I think as well, similarly to Chanel, I think if she can slay the live vocal and the staging, I think she's got a
Mm-hmm.
really good chance of winning. And I think this song would have a really good shot at Eurovision.
Oh yeah,
Like this is one of the more marketable songs
I
out of
agree.
Benidorm Fest because the songs this year are kind of all over the place, but a lot of them are marketable. Calle de la Llorería, I think, is one of them that is very marketable. Slo Mo, I think, is very marketable. I am convinced Voy a Morir is marketable. But I think this song as well, given the fact that it's English and Spanish, I think she's got a very good chance. I think this is good and very solid, and I hope she does well
Mm-hmm.
if she doesn't win. Um,
I'm not. I won't be mad if it wins the Spanish delegation. Like I won't be mad if this represents Spain. I won't.
yes.
Um, would I be mad if it wins 2022? That's probably going to be a different story because obviously there's still so many songs to be revealed.
Well, obviously
But
there's Ronella Hayati. So,
yeah, would I top Ronella Hayati with this song?
would you
Maybe.
top Ronella
Sorry.
Hayati
No, 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 no,
with
no,
this
no.
song?
Pause.
I mean, I would.
I mean, does make you say
Would
top
would you
secret?
would you put this above Secret? Is what you're asking yourself.
Yes.
Not for me, but it would be a solid second.
Yeah, actually, that's kind of where I am with Make You Say as well. If
Yeah.
it gets the Spanish delegation.
I think this is one of the few songs that I genuinely think would get Spain a good like a good placing.
Yeah.
Maybe bottom of the left side of the board or top of the right side. It kind of depends on how many female pop dance tracks we're gonna have this year, which I
Yeah.
think is gonna be a lot lower since we're
When-
dealing
yeah.
with a monoskin universe. Um, so I don't know. I really like it. I hope she at least does well in this. Um, but yeah, and she's fucking gorgeous. Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Like,
god.
oh
Oh
my
my
god.
god.
And what does she have on here? She has a 3.6. on Eurovision World. So, I mean, yeah. So, okay, well, we've made it here. Sam, we now have to discuss Tanxugueiras with Terra. I can't roll my R's. I'm so
Terra,
sorry. Everyone who
terra.
speaks, thank you. I will just lip sync every time you say it. I'll just lip sync you saying it.
Terra, terra. I
Terra.
think the thing with StreamYard though is that there's a bit of a lag too.
Just a little bit, but
Just
like
a little
honestly,
bit.
it's fine.
But
It's on. Excuse me. Oh, okay. I was like, why is this translated from Spanish to Spanish? It's not. So this song is actually in 4 different dialects of Spanish.
that makes sense given the vibe
So
of the
it's
song.
yeah, so it's in Galician, Basque, Catalan, and traditional Spanish.
Wow. Okay.
Um, they also wrote the song, or at least some of the members of the group wrote the song. Um,
Sorry. I think I have a good comparison of this.
I mean, it's kind. If it's the obvious one, then yeah.
It's
But
probably I think it is the obvious one, but it's very much like a Spanish version of Shum.
oh, absolutely, and that's why people like it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and I don't mean that in a negative way.
I don't mean it either.
I think this is so interesting,
It's very
and
interesting.
like what did I write? I wrote this is a lot, but I'm on board. Spanish chant music is a vibe.
It
That's exactly what I wrote.
is. No, I actually really like this song.
So this is the top of the Eurovision World Rankings. This is the top of the poll. This has a 4.9. And while I think it's good, it's not my personal favorite.
Yeah.
I've kind of made my personal favorite very obvious. But I think it's a very solid song, and I think this entry is trying to capitalize on what Katarina and Goe did last year and
Hmm.
kind of be the Spanish Shum. I don't know if that's going to bode well for them, only because Spain is an automatic qualifier. Like, I keep having to put that in my mind. Like, people listening to this for the first time in the final, I just don't know how it's going to do. I think this is probably going to win. Um, but I don't know how well it's going to do. But
Yeah.
I think it's a really interesting entry. This clearly is going to do well with the demoscopic jury and the Spanish jury. I
Hmm.
just don't know how it's going to do with the televote and the international jury, and whether those voting groups are really going to be able to appreciate the complexities of this song. Um, I think it's a solid entry. I would be happy to stand this song for Torino, but I just don't know. Like, I don't think they're going to have the same success that Goe did.
That's fair. But if it does, good for them.
If it does, I'm really happy to see
I'm
it
really
because,
happy to see it as well. You
like,
know, I'm not mad at it.
it's wild enough to where it's wild, but still like
Mhm.
tame enough. I guess is the right word. Not really the right word, but
Yeah.
like it's. I guess I have to go with tame because it's really the only word I can think of. It's tame enough to do well at Eurovision.
Yeah. I think what differs from Shum and this, I feel like Shum had a lot was a bit more dynamic than this.
Yes.
Because Terra goes at 100 through the entire song.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm interested to see how this does
Uh huh.
because this and um so the top 5 right now, according to Eurovision World, as far as the combined rankings are concerned, in no particular order, are Blanca, Paloma, Rayden, Rigoberta, Tanxugueiras, and then the last song we're going to talk about today, Echo.
Okay.
Um, So those are the top 5. Tanxugueiras with a very clear number 1 spot, and then everyone else is kind of around like 4.3 to 4.5. But yeah, I'm really interested to see how the public is gonna react to this song. And I think it could go either way. I don't know. I don't know. We're gonna move on to Unique with the song Mejores.
So, I really like the song.
Oh, thank God, I do too.
It's not really.
Yay!
I'm really sad because it doesn't seem to be very liked in the
It has
poll.
the lowest ranking. It has 3.2 stars, and it makes me so upset because I love this song.
I love the song. This is my spoiler alert. This will be in my top 3. This is in my
Oh,
top
same.
period. Okay. This is one of the
Okay,
songs I am a champion for.
same. I don't think
I
this is gonna go anywhere, but I love this song.
I really I also will say listening to this, this is the one song that kind of screamed Eurovision at me.
Oh, it's a
It's a
Eurovision
Eurovision
song.
song.
I was kind of caught off guard by the fact that they're a group, especially a boy band, I guess is how you would designate them.
Yeah,
Or well, no, they're all like they're not boys. It's like man group. Is that what we call boy bands when they grow up? Man group.
I guess.
We're calling them a man group. Um,
A
it
singing
was
group, a male singing group.
a male singing act. Sure.
Sure.
A quintet, if you will. I think there's 5 of them. I don't know.
Like 4 or 5 of them.
Some of them look the same. I couldn't really tell.
But
This gave me the visual, at least. You're gonna agree, and if you wrote
Green
this down
Forces.
too, fucking Jesus, yeah, it gave me higher quality Green Forces from Junior.
Yeah.
If you haven't checked
Yeah.
out our Junior
So
coverage, go do it. It'll be
it's
somewhere.
like
But
it's like Reir meets Green Forces.
literally, like it's like Raid meets Green Forces with a little bit of like a little bit of Voy a little bit like the
A
vibe,
little bit, a little
a
bit.
little. But every song is unique. I made it one.
Ah,
I did it. I fucking did it. Yeah. So yeah, I really like this song. I literally wrote I like this way more than I thought I would.
oh my gosh, same.
This is not the kind of song that like I would be very accustomed to listening to.
It also they very much surprised me, especially as a group, because everyone held their own.
Absolutely.
Their voices also go very well together. Only thing is the instruments and whatever, like and like the electronic quote unquote that like everything that's not their voices that's involved in the music of it kind of overpowers the blending of
This
their
is
voices.
this is my number one song that I wish had a revamp.
Yes,
Like this I wish had a revamp and they had like taken a third or fourth look at this song before submitting it. But no, I'm so happy you like this song because I really like this
I
song.
yeah.
It's so Eurovision, but I can't deny that I love it.
Mhm.
Like,
I think there's like songs that are Eurovision, but you don't feel they have a shot to win. This, I think, maybe has a
this
decent shot.
this could this could surprise. I think it might qualify for the final,
It's
depending on who
already
it's next to.
the Spain España
Oh
final.
yeah, the
Yes,
Benidorm Fest
yes,
semifinal.
because
I
it
think
already
this.
has that.
Yes. Yeah. I really like it. Okay.
Yeah, and then we go
So
here. Um,
yes. So next up is Varry Brava with the song Raffaella. Now, do you understand the relevance of this song?
no,
Okay, let me enlighten you
please.
because I was recently enlightened as to a beautiful, fabulous woman named Raffaella Cara, who was she was an Italian Europop star. She did a lot of work for the LGBTQ community in Italy and throughout Europe, and she's kind of like, and she is, and if this is wrong, someone correct me, please. It seems like she's kind of like the Italian Cher in a way, like very like revered by especially the gays. Her music is really great. The reason I know about her is because on the most recent season of Drag Race Italia, she was the point of interest for the musical. Like the whole musical was
Mm.
revolved around her. Her iconic look was the blonde bob, which is why the like the lyric video is like the blonde bob with the lyrics over it.
Okay, gotcha.
What I also found out is because she's Italian. What I also she passed in July, I believe, of this. No, not this year. It's last year, 2021, because that's in the past.
Yeah.
She passed in last July, and I found out that apparently, I don't know if this is 100% true, but I heard that she was actually asked to be a host of Eurovision 2022 before she passed. Like
Wow.
as soon as Måneskin won, she was asked to do it. And with all of that in mind, I have such a reverence for this song, and I really appreciate it being in this lineup.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna win, unfortunately, but I really, really appreciate this sentiment for Raffaella. Because just a little bit that I've learned about her, I have fallen in love, and I think she's an incredible human. So seeing this entry in the lineup makes me really, really happy
Hmm.
for all of the European gays and not gays that appreciate Raffaella the way that I do.
Yeah. With that being said, this is the cup where we spill the tea.
Yes.
So I have some good points and maybe not some good points. But I was very intrigued at the start. I think it took me on a ride, and I kind of was all for it. Um, However, the electric guitar in it kind of confused me. I wasn't too crazy about the vocals. Oh, I said it gave me tongue tied energy. Do you know the song Tongue Tied?
Yes.
I got that energy out of it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Um,
I appreciate the sentiment. I
I
don't think it's
really
a
do appreciate the
perfect
sentiment
song,
too.
but
I don't see this faring well unless everyone
no.
understood.
Honestly, well, okay, here's the thing. I could see this coming out of nowhere based on the sole fact that people love Raffaella. If this wins, I think I'd be mad.
Fair.
But if this qualifies for the final, I wouldn't be upset.
Yeah.
Um, is kind of where I'm at with it. Um, so we move on to our last song, which is one of the most highly rated songs. This is Xeinn, I think.
No idea.
I have no fucking clue. But the song is Echo. Sam, what do you think?
I'm like, it's very generic to me. You know
In
what?
a way that I love. I have to be honest, I really like this.
You know what? There's one song that I really got out of this,
Hmm.
and that song is "Physical" by Dua Lipa.
Oh, okay.
I get very much that energy out of Echo.
Okay.
It's a solid entry, but I don't know how it compares to like the rest of it.
Well,
It's not like up there for me.
so it is for me. The chorus specifically, I really like. So it's I feel like a doll, a zombie behind the echo. I can't find nobody, nobody, nobody like you. In the silence is the echo, wraps me up like a secret. I can't find nobody, nobody, nobody like you.
Nobody but you.
Yeah.
No,
Like I think it's a solid song. I think if this gets sent to Eurovision, it's just gonna be a lot of the same. But I think it's a really solid entry. He's hot, so that's always a plus.
I actually
Um,
don't know how he looks like.
oh, he's very attractive. Um, but yeah, I think this is just like a really solid Eurovision pop song.
Yeah, it's
But
just I will say it kind of does scream Eurovision, but it's not like it's like the
it's like
generic side of it's like the
modern
generic
Eurovision.
side of modern Eurovision rather
Sure,
than like Mejores, where it's like, oh
sure.
yeah,
Yeah. No, I
he is
understand.
hot though.
Yep.
I got this picture. Yeah, no,
Hmm.
he's. Give me a chance,
Yes.
please. I know I dragged his flag.
All of the men in this lineup, genuinely, I'm like, hi, all of you, sure. Okay, we have made it. It is time for us to give our points, as is customary here at the Cup, because we do that because we want to. So we ended up having to pick most of the lineup, because there are 14 songs, and we gave our top 10. So, do you want to do it how we normally do?
Sure.
Okay. All right. 1 point from the Arizona jury, I guess, since that's where I live. I give my 1 point to Javiera, Mena, and Culpa.
1 point from the Ontario jury uh,
Yes.
will go to Voy a morir.
Well, fine. 2 points from me is going to go to Marta, Sango, Sigues, and Gente.
Actually, sorry, no. Let me do some changes. Um, no,
Yes.
sorry. I take that back because I feel like I should take one of these songs out of the list. Sorry.
Escándalo.
1 point actually will be going to Echo.
Oh, okay.
Um, and then my 2 points. You said your 2 points, right?
Mine went to Marta.
Okay, now this my 2 points go to Voy a morir. There we go.
That's fine. My 3 points go to Blanca, Paloma, Secreto de Agua.
My 3 points go to Postureo.
Oh, it didn't make my list, but I wanted it to so bad because I like them a lot. We love horny older women.
The milk.
Um, the MILFs. Ah, the MILFs. My 4 points go to Varry, Brava, and Raffaella.
My 4 points go to Terra.
My 5 points go to Terra.
My 5 points go to Quien lo diría.
Which one is that? Oh, Gonzalo. Yep. Cool.
Yep.
Breaking into my top 5, my 6 points go to Sara Deop, make you say.
My 6 points also go to Sara Deop, make you say.
Yay! We haven't had a similar ranking in a very long time, so that makes me
Yes.
very happy. My 7 points go to Echo.
My 7 points go to Calle de la Llorería.
Llorería. My 8 points go to Calle de la Llorería.
My 8 points go to Slo Mo.
Wow. Okay, Slo Mo made it up. Okay, work. My 10 points go to Unique and Mejores.
My 10 points also go to Mejores.
And we're gonna have very different 12 points.
We are.
So my 12 points, obviously, very clearly based on my opinions in this podcast, go to Luna Ki Voy a morir.
My 12 points go to Secreto de Agua.
Wow, that's wild.
And honorable mention goes out to Raffaella.
My honorable mention, oh god, who did I not pick? My honorable mention is going to Postureo because MILFs for the win. But no, I genuinely think like any one of these 14 songs could win, which is really awesome. I'm very
Yeah.
excited to see that. There's definitely a few songs that I'd be like, huh, if they win. But let's be honest, it's probably gonna be Terra, so
Yeah.
but yeah, so that is our Benidorm Fest 2022 discussion, analysis, whatever you'd like to call it. So we will not be back next Monday because we planned ahead this time, so we can tell you when our next video is going out, probably. So we will be back next Thursday. Because our next video, we're going to be discussing the national final for Norway. I believe is it Norway?
I believe it is Norway.
I have to
It is
check the
very
notes.
immediate though. Like
Norway, yes, Norway. So the songs for Norway get dropped next Monday, and we're not able to record and then drop that video on Monday. So we're going to be recording it at a different time that y'all don't need to know, but it will be dropped on Thursday of next week, hopefully, most likely, like 95% sure that's happening. I'm excited to talk about the Norwegian national final. We'll eventually get to Estilal. I know a lot of people have already talked about Estilal. We're going to get there. We just didn't want to do a top 40 because that video would be very long.
and besides your Eurovision 2022 is already gonna be like that, so we're trying not to have another one of those.
We're trying not to die is basically what we're saying. So we're either going to talk about the semifinal or the final. We haven't really talked about Estilal for Estonia all that much. We'll also be talking about Lithuania in this month. We'll be talking about Ireland in this month once it happens. And then next month is just the month of all the finals. So we're
Speaking
gonna.
of which, for Estonia, Uku Subiste, please give me a chance.
I love Uku.
Norway Tix, if you're there, please give me a chance.
Oh my god, not this. Not this, not here, not today. Anyway, thank you so much for joining us for yet another episode of the currently unnamed Eurovision series. We will be back next week to discuss Norway. And with that, cheers, bestie. Another great video.
Cheers!